one of the most surprising things was that Mike Vrabel came out and said, "Oh, Will Levis, that guy, the guy that we got in the second round, he's our third string back. He's our third string back. Ryan Tannehill's our starter, which is normal. I agree with that, right? You get your vets, let him start, let him prove himself, allow him to go get paid somewhere else, continue to teach these young guys. But number two, Malik Willis, the guy who they drafted last year, I believe in the second round as well. He's our second string, but Malik also has a chance to become the starter to fight that position. But Will Levis will be the third string guy. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Personally, I think they should do when they have multiple quarterbacks in the room. The Niners did it this one year where they traveled with that 53-man roster. When they travel with the team, they got to have a certain amount of players. They'll travel with three quarterbacks. Very minimal teams do that. I think they should do that with Will Levis, and I don't think they should have position rankings. Uh, I I don't really think there is some, but I think that's something that Vrabel has to say in order for them to seem professional in a certain way. I think it's just something that coach has to say, right? I think Levis has an excellent chance to going out there and starting for the Tennessee Titans.
I'm a little confused by you being so against this, honestly. I think this is a great response from Vrabel. It's exactly how it should be. Will Levis has the least amount of experience. Unless he proves himself during training camp, he should be the quarterback number 3. And I think they're definitely going to go into the 53-man roster with those 3 quarterbacks because they put one of them on the practice squad. Then another team has the chance to pick them up, which they're not going to allow. So they're definitely going to go into the unless they cut Ryan Tannehill before the season, which I don't see happening. But they're definitely going to go in this 53-man roster to start the season with 3 quarterbacks, in my opinion, right now. But yeah, I think it's exactly how he should respond, and exactly how it should be. There's a hierarchy. It's Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, he's not the best. We know who he is already. He's not going to get any better, but he has the most experience. He knows how to lead a team. He knows how to be a leader. He knows how to win games. Malik Willis, they tried him out a little bit last year. I don't remember it being that great, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to get a shot again, but he's going to have to beat Will Levis in camp. And then Will Levis, you got to show you're more than just a thrower. Obviously, a lot of teams passed on you because they didn't like your personality, most likely. And you got to show them, hey, I can go into this locker room. I can be a leader. I can learn also. And I can be a franchise guy moving forward. I think this is a great response from Vrabel. Exactly how it should be moving forward.
Okay, so I would have gone about it this way. As of right now, Ryan Tannehill is our starter. He started for our team. He led our team. He is our vet. But I will say that it is going to be a quarterback battle during this offseason. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say, hey, Tannehill's our first, Willis is our second, and Levis is our third. I won't say that. I'm going to say, hey, this is a QB battle. Whoever wants it is going to be the starter, right? But as of right now, our solidified starter is our leader, which is Ryan Tannehill. I mean, I could say that for multiple teams, right? I'm going to pick the Niners again because I'm more familiarized with them. They did that when Jimmy G was there. Hey, who's your starter? It's going to be a quarterback battle. But as of right now, Jimmy G's our guy. He's been our guy.
I definitely see what you're saying, and I somewhat agree with you, AJ. I think it's on a case-by-case it's a case-by-case issue. It really depends because you don't want to say anything to the media that's going to put they're going to start a fire with your fans, and you don't want to do anything because all that stuff gets read by his own players. You don't want to make Malik Willis feel bad and immediately think the Titans are already counting him out of the battle by saying certain things. So I think you can do it 2 ways. You can do it the way he did it, which makes Malik Willis feel like, hey, I think I think I'm the number 2 guy. I think I have a chance to become the number 1 guy, et cetera, et cetera. And that's going to be the best thing for him moving forward. Or you can do it your way if you think Malik Willis will respond, hey, I have not proven enough to say that I'm the second best, and Vrabel saying that has a little fire underneath me to become better. You got to know who Malik Willis is and how what you say is going to make him react. That's my opinion on it.
I get that, and that's what football should be. Football should be a competitive sport. And Malik Willis, Vincent puts out a good point here. Yeah, it's going to be fall on Tannehill, but Levis and Willis, they are two different type quarterbacks. So what do the Titans want? What do they want? And now let's look at Tannehill. What are the expectations for Tannehill? Reed, tell me right now, what are your expectations for Ryan Tannehill this upcoming season? You could be honest.
To be just good enough.
Good enough for what? For how many wins?
Good enough to win. To not turn over the ball in insane amounts and just put up enough points to win games. That is the expectation.
Ryan Tannehill is not going to be a Tennessee Titan. This is his last season as a Tennessee Titan if they don't trade him. The last, no matter what. They already invested into these guys. Unless these guys are absolute dog water, then they're going to keep on moving on. But even if they are dog water, Tannehill is not going to be there. He's up in age. We've seen that he cannot play in the playoffs. He had, 4 turnovers 2 years ago?
35?
Yes.
Christ.
Yes, that's what I am saying. Yeah, he's a vet. He has experience. He could teach these guys something, right? But what is his limit? Ryan Tannehill hasn't had the greatest career in the NFL. He hasn't. And I like Ryan Tannehill. He's a Texas guy. But what are the expectations with the Tennessee Titans and Ryan Tannehill? It's a lot different from the Titans and Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry is, top 5 running back in the league. But how much longer are they going to have him for? One more season? What are they going to do? What are your expectations? Let's invest into these 2 other guys. Let's figure out what type of system we want. We can't run a Will Levis type system anymore because, hey, in 2 seasons, we're not going to have a running back that we could just hand off and every problem solved, right? So do we want to go to the Malik Willis part where Malik is, a dual threat? Or do you want to stick with Levis, who is a pocket presence, but could also make plays with his legs if needed, absolutely needed to? So that's why I'm saying, yeah, as of right now, Tannehill is our starter. He'll start at least half the season, right, without any uncertainty. But who is going to be that next guy up? That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a competition. I'm not going to say, Malik Willis and Tannehill have a chance to become the quarterback 1, and Will Levis will be quarterback 3. Nah, dude. Hey, let's go, man. Let's compete out there. Who wants it more? We are a struggling franchise. We let go of our best wide receiver last year for a guy named Treylon Burks who didn't pan out, who hasn't proven anything. We invested into a wide receiver named Robert Woods because he had a great season over there with LA. That didn't turn out to anything. We're on our last year with Derrick Henry. Why do we keep him? Do we really think that we're going to make it to the Super Bowl? You guys might not even make it to the playoffs. The Jaguars are going so hot. They got a lot of momentum going on. So what are the expectations for the Tennessee Titans? With you, by saying that, you're being timid. Sorry, Vrabel, I like you as a coach, but you are being very timid. You got to go out there. You're like, hey, this is a competition. We are rebuilding. Who wants it? Who wants to be the franchise quarterback for this organization that we're going to make into a winning organization? That's what I was expecting.